This is my unboxing of the Sony MDR-ZX310 stereo fold-up headphones. Now, excuse me for the video is a bit shaky because my tripod's broken, so I'm having to do this handheld at the moment. Now, I bought these in a sale in Sainsbury, so now these are the white. Now these are white, obviously. It said that it was £20, and then at one point it was £9.99, and then it dropped it down to £7.99, and I got a couple of more quid off of that because I had my reward points, so I used some of that, so I got like £2.50 off of that. Now, obviously, these I've got the jack. These aren't Bluetooth headphones, so these are for the old style devices. Now, I have got a pair of so look at the name of these. Was it AKG headphones, which are similar to this, right, where they're big. And what I liked about those particular headphones is obviously is that you could either use them wired, or you could connect the headphones via Bluetooth. So these headphones are replacing those now. But the problem with my AKG headphones at the moment is is that although they're still working, they're actually falling apart. And then secondly, I can't use the Bluetooth features in it because none of my music devices are Bluetooth compatible. So for example, I used to have an iPod Touch where I used to play my music on, but then that broke. So I had to go back to I think they call it the iPod Classic or the video iPod, and that uses a headphone jack. So I had to go back for that, and unfortunately, I don't seem to be having problems with that at the moment. And I've got an iPod Shuffle, that little square iPod, but then again that uses a jack, so I can't use Bluetooth on it. So me getting another Bluetooth headset, it's going to be a bit pointless for me. Now, those AKG headphones that I was talking about, those were a Christmas present for my brother, who bought it for me for Christmas about 3 years ago. So they've lasted. But as I said, when I eventually, I could still use them on my iPhone, I suppose, via Bluetooth. But it's going to sound a bit weird, but when it comes to playing music, I like to keep it separate off my iPhone. Because I don't know if many people do this. Maybe it's just me. Obviously, when you're playing music and then maybe watching videos or maybe taking phone calls, it's gonna drain. For me, it's gonna drain the iPhone, my iPhone down a lot. Especially if I've got the iPhone 12 Pro, which the battery life isn't exactly great. So anytime I have music devices, I tend to get a separate device, like an iPod or wherever it is, and then I have my phone separate to keep the thing, so it saves a little bit of battery power. But again, I don't know if I'm the only one that kind of does that. But yeah, that's the only thing I could use those headphones for Bluetooth. So if I eventually get an iPod Touch, I will get a Bluetooth enabled headphones. So these will have to make do for the time being. Anyway, I mean, I don't know if these are any good. I mean, that's just what I saw from the sale, and then I decided to pick it up. So I don't know what it says on there. It says tangle-free cable, which I believe it when I actually see it, because there's a lot of things I've had where they said that the cables are anti-tangle, and they still tangle anyway. Now, what I will do is I will do a follow-up and what I think of the actual headphones. But what I can say is that what I did love about the AKG headphones, which were expensive, I don't know if they were like £70 or something, but what I did like about those headphones was that anytime I played in my music, especially with like say R&B, when it came to music, songs that had a lot of bass in it, you really kind of heard it. And then when it comes to the noise cancellation, those headphones were really great. And as I said, what was great about the AKGs is that you could use it via Bluetooth if you wanted, or it comes with a wire, so you can connect a wire. It comes with a wire and then the headphone jack, so you've got pretty much got everything covered there. But then here we go. I know that the white one was a lot. I know that they had the black one was £20, but in the sale in Sainsbury's, it was only, they had it in sale for £15, so it was only a fiver off. But then those ones are sold out, and luckily these ones were the last ones. But obviously because they're white, I suppose that's the reason why they made them a little bit cheaper in price. But me personally, I don't care. I mean, if it had been pink, then I would have been a different story. So we can try and open this. Again, I do apologise because it's difficult trying to do it with one hand. Okay. God. Okay. That's one thing I'm going to have to try and get eventually. Try and get another I'm going to try and get another tripod. My one broke. I think it's where the ball joint is, where it connected the where you would connect the stand to the iPhone. There's a ball and socket joint, and then that bit, unfortunately, not the ball itself, but the socket part was made out of this thin plastic, and that's the bit and it cracked in 3 places. So every time I kept popping the thing back on again, and then trying to move the actual my actual iPhone to get it into position, it would keep falling out. So unfortunately those are broken. There we go. These are right folding ones. I have to admit, right, they do look really nice and actually feel rather light as well. Again, obviously being white, I don't know how dirty these are going to get, because obviously you're going to be wearing this on your head. Again, you've got a gold-plated jack to put into your device. I'm trying to think on how long it is, because I don't know if it says on the back. Yeah, it says apparently the cable is 1.2 meters, so that should be enough. So these fold out like so. The right side and the left side. Again, these headphones will do until I can get a really good pair of headphones. I mean, I would either rather love to get another pair of AKGs, or maybe the Dre Beats headphones, something like that, but something that's really good. But again, I mean, you know, like money, if you've got the money to afford it. But yeah, I mean, they do look comfortable. You can see the speakers in there. And then you've got the Sony brand on there. I have to admit though, I mean, in white, it's a little bit strange, but I actually kind of prefer these in white. Because all headphones I usually get, they're either usually black I get them in, or usually I get them in grey. But yeah, I mean, I kind of do light. But hopefully they sound as good as they look. So yeah, I suppose these are quite light. And what I do like about this is that it's complete plastic. Now the AKG ones that I got, what started to happen for me is that around here this started to peel off on my AKGs, and then on the AKGs obviously it's metal, and then you can extend it to right to fit your head. And across here was all sponge, and then of course there was all rubber. Across here was all rubber on the AKGs, and then it had a sponge support across here. And what started to happen over time, and maybe after a couple of years, is that the rubber on my AKG started to crack, and then the foam started to peel off, and I was able to glue it back to some extent, but it didn't look as good as what it looked. But what I like about these is that you don't have any of that rubber or foam on there, so you're not going to get any peeling as such. But I suppose the only negative thing that is that it's probably not going to, the top part is not going to be feel as comfortable as my AKGs. I mean, I'll quickly show you them. See, you can see my if you can see on my AKGs right there, peel it. It's already come off, and I had to glue it back. Obviously, it doesn't look pretty. See, and as you can see here, as I was saying, you've got the sponge here. And then that started to come off. And then my brother had a completely different set, and then exactly the same thing happened with his. and then he got his replaced because he had it under a year guarantee, and then the second pair did the same thing, and then he got a third pair, and then they did the same thing. So I don't know if it's a design flaw with their stuff, but they, as I said before, they sound good, but they just don't last as well as what they should. But anyway, I'm hoping these are going to be good, and as I said, I'll give you a follow-up as to how good the sound is on this. Anyway, I hope everyone liked the video. Feel free to share and to subscribe to my channel, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Take care, bye for now, and stay safe.